Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again with another episode of the AC Milan career mode here on Xbox One. It's episode number 46, and today we have the Serie A finale of the second season. We've got two games today, and we are pushing for that league title. We started today just behind Napoli, but we can win the league if we're able to pick up maximum points. Now, as always with these end of season episodes, I'm not going to show you the league table like I normally do. We're going to wait until the end and leave the episode a little bit in suspense, and we won't find out whether we've actually won the league, etc. Until we've been through these two games. But we started off half decent against Udinese. They were obviously a decent side, but the deflection there definitely stopped a goal from going into the bottom corner, because that was going to sneak inside the post. I don't think the goalkeeper was going to get anywhere near that, and it's going to drop to Benyat on the edge of the box. Finds Pedro, but unfortunately his shot is blocked, and then Polly was offside. Or we could have created something else, but it's good, decent signs in the opening stages, and we're actually able to come on the attack again just a few minutes later. 17-18 minutes in, Benyat gets a good turn and has got a runner from Kevin Constant of all players, and the goalkeeper gets down well with a shot from Constant's weak foot. Cristante hits that very well indeed for a second time, and the goalkeeper's down to make another good save. So we're definitely on top in these opening stages, trying to create the opportunities to get us a goal, because our goal difference is far superior to Napoli's. So long as we pick up maximum points, we definitely will stand a great chance of winning the league. But we need to make sure that we don't concede any goals as well. And we had to rely on Begovic there to come up with a good double save to make sure that Udinese didn't break through our backline. But we went in a half-time at 0-0. So far, not quite good enough. We've had a fair amount of opportunities, but none that were, you might say, clear-cut. They're all kind of snapshots or shots from distance, much like this one from Kevin Constant, in fact, that was rifled straight at the goalkeeper. And if we were going to make the breakthrough in this game, we needed to create something a little different, something that was perhaps more eloquently put together. But it was actually Udinese that came at me at the other end just a few minutes later. Before the hour mark, Aranquiz squares the ball to Lopez, inadvertently kind of comes off the defender's head rather than the attacker actually having the effort on goal, and Begovic has to reach up and tip it over. And they brought Luis Muriel on, who as we know from the Chelsea career mode, which we'll be going back to in this week. In fact, at the end of this week we'll be going back to the Chelsea career mode. But as we know from that series, he is a particularly good striker. But fortunately, the header from the corner went wide, and Pedro's going to slot through Giovanni Dos Santos here. Through 1-on-1, it's a good save, but it breaks to Honda, scuffs the effort, and the goalkeeper perhaps could have got back on the follow-up there, made a good double save, but he wasn't able to do so. We take a 1-0 lead, and just 10 minutes from time, we're going to try and extend it if we possibly can. Picking the ball up off Naldo there, Giovanni finds Honda, finds Polly, who's got a man in support, which is Benyat, who's going to try and find a shot from a decent angle, and it looks as if it was just a terrible shot, but it actually took a deflection. Going to go out for a corner, and Brian Cristante of all players is going to whip the ball in. Up goes Sheju, and it's a towering header to put us 2-0 in front, and that is most definitely us grabbing all 3 points from this game. As you can see on your screen right now, it was a 2-0 victory. 72 and 83 were the minutes that the goals came in. We had to wait till late on to ensure victory there, but victory came nonetheless. So we pushed into the final game of the season, which by no means was an easy one, away at the Stadio Olimpico against Roma, who themselves are pushing for a Champions League spot. They sit 4th or 5th as we headed into this episode, and if they were able to pick up maximum points in their two games, they good English, Ches, they stood a great chance of qualifying for Europe's elite competition, should they be able to beat us here today. But of course, we're in desperate need of points as well to try and get ourselves the league title, and we're actually able to get ourselves off to a fantastic start. What a goal from Stefan El Shaarawy. Fantastic first touch, and the fact that he then volleyed that into the far top corner without letting it hit the ground, did it all in one solid flowing move, was just really, really impressive. I was extremely pleased that El Shaarawy stepped up there. Great first touch, and then that volley really is a wonderful way to give yourself a lead, and that kind of let the nerves flow out of me for a little bit, and I was hoping to extend the lead if we possibly could here through Balotelli. He's going to try and just jink his way past a couple of the defenders. Nice Ronaldo shot. Then on his weak foot of all things, he pops up with an absolute screamer. Lovely dinked finesse shot. Dug it out from underneath his feet, and it goes into the top goal corner. Well, I guess it is the top goal corner. The top corner, and the goalkeeper wasn't able to get anywhere near it. And we take an early 2-0 lead. I was just very, very pleased to be able to get in front in this game, not only by 1 but by 2 as well, to ensure that if Roma were going to come into the game, which we expect that they would, we already have a little bit of a cushion to rely on. In fact, of all players to have a shot there from the edge of the box is Nigel de Jong. Doesn't necessarily get forward a lot and hasn't seen too much first team football this year, but was able to create a chance there, and eventually it drops to Draxler, and again the goalkeeper makes another good save. We stay at 2-0, we pushed into the second half, and we were on the attack again, to be fair. Not Serino picking up the ball here on the edge of the box, again trying to find an opportunity with a little bit of space, just like Mario Balotelli did. Lacazette loses possession rather cheaply, but Abate's on hand to win it back. El Shaarawy gets played down the right hand side, great strength to hold the defender off, through to Draxler, and if that had found the bottom corner, there would have been no more perfect a way to win a league title than with an extravagant and emphatic finish like that with the overhead kick. But unfortunately it didn't go into the back of the net, it flashed wide, and Roma started coming into the game. Gervinho just absolutely murked to be going down the outside there. Of course, he's in the Serie A team of the season this week, and he's actually quite a good card, really fast, and he's definitely been one of the harder players to defend against whenever we've played Roma in this series so far. And eventually we were going to scramble the corner clear and actually have the chance to catch him on the counter-attack. Balotelli's going to link up well with Nigel de Jong, and he's got the entire half to himself here, Mario Balotelli. After almost making it 2-1 at one end, Roma actually concede at the other, and we make it 3-0 on the hour mark after one finesse shot right into the top corner to get his first goal of the game. That's a really tidy finesse shot, doing the keeper with the eyes. There wasn't too much space there at the near post, and he used every last bit that was available to him, coming off the inside of the woodwork, finding that bottom corner, and we make it 3-0. And Julian Draxler is going to find Balotelli again here, perhaps going to pick himself up a hat-trick, but decides to play through Julian Draxler, play the 1-2, and another really nice finesse shot into that top left-hand corner, and we make it 4-0, a real surprise result here. I wasn't expecting to be so dominant against Roma in this game, but it's a fantastic way to prepare us for the Champions League final, which will be coming tomorrow as a full live com, so you guys can definitely be sure to check that out in your sub boxes tomorrow afternoon. But unfortunately Roma were going to grab one back here. The ball squeezes underneath Guita, and it was Gervinho that was able to get himself a goal in the end, but it wasn't going to matter for much because we run out 4-1 winners. So we are going to have a look at the league table in just a second to see were we able to pip Napoli to the title. We'll have to wait and see. Of course, you get the email first to let you know how much transfer budget you're going to get. Of course, this is rather unimportant now, considering we're leaving this series and going back to the Chelsea one. But £9 million was the prize fund. But is that £9 million for first, or is that £9 million for second? We'll find out in just a minute. So you can see again confirmation that the Bayern Munich versus AC Milan Champions League finals coming up soon. Inter Milan versus Sporting Lisbon for the Europa League. But unfortunately, as you can see on screen, we lost the title by a singular point to Napoli, and they beat us rather convincingly earlier on in the season. And at the end of the day, that was the difference. If we'd have been able to even draw that game, then we would have won the league. But fair play, Napoli beat us in the games, and they beat us to the league title. So unfortunately, we finished second 2 seasons in a row in the Serie A for this AC Milan career mode, but we've got a great opportunity to come away with some silverware tomorrow. We'll have a live com of the Bayern Munich Champions League final coming too. So if you missed the not yesterday's episode, the last episode from Friday, there's an annotation on the right hand side to take you to it. Of course, if you want to make sure that you definitely see that Champions League final, definitely subscribe to the channel. There's a link on the left hand side of your screen, in the annotation, in the description, and your normal subscribe button. We're pushing 10k subs now, which is absolutely superb. Can't thank you enough. We're going to have an update video coming to you on Friday with regards a special video for that landmark. But as of now, thank you very much for watching, guys. Please do feel free to leave the video a like. There'll be a World Cup Stickerbook collection episode later tonight. My play went up over the weekend. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed. And as for now, I will see you next time. Bye!